start with that. Had a bunch of things done at home. Had an effective time with friends. Technically, I was going out with friends a lot this week, and that was my personal week. The person I'd like to nominate is a person who's looking at the floor and very scared to look at my eyes. So yeah, Steve, come on up.
Okay, hey guys. My week was not that active, to be honest. There was nothing new, except except I saw my one. I think I saw a theater after a very long time, which was really surprising because I usually don't see Ethiopian like content, like movies and stuff. But like I was really surprised. I really liked it. It was very enjoyable, and yeah, that took me back, Nagar. I want to see it again. Um, hopefully next week. Um, what else? Other than that, it was just normal stuff, class and work here. So that's it. For the next one, I guess I will nominate Josie.
Hello everyone. So for this week, it's been a busy week. I've been mostly working, but after work, I've hung out with friends a couple of nights. So yeah, that's mostly what I did for this week. Same as before, I guess. uh, okay. Yeah, 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 a few times. Okay. So that's so for the next person, I guess Galata.
I'm not with I'm doing so. So my very normal until yesterday, but yesterday I had to go to A2SV with Eric. I always want to visit A2SV because the campus actually looks like a campus that I imagined. I see what person education looks like firsthand, and so that was very interesting. There were some moments where I questioned if I really want to be good anymore. Yeah, so nice. Emre, no, I don't know. I don't know. I went to a restaurant and my Turkish meal is one of them. Very interesting. I actually really love it. I was enjoying for that. Those are for the next time. I am going to make except YouTube. Maybe let's go second one.
Yeah. Is that like a punishment for being active? Okay. Yeah, similar to Bisra, it's been it's not been a very eventful week for me. It's just been school and work here. So not a lot of things to tell. Yeah, I saw a movie with the students actually. Yeah, so we had a movie night the other day.
Let's get right to it. Okay. Our organizational update is going to be presented by Emre Varol.
Thank you, Bisrat. So relatively speaking, this was a busy week team. So we had a great meeting with Karim. and he's actually making a generous donation. So after Jeff Dean, he is the second, let's say, thought leader that is supporting our cause. And we hope that his donation is going to arrive by the end of the month. And hopefully this is going to help us to satisfy some of the financial needs of our team members. Yesterday, we had a meeting with Sandbox AQ folks. So based on some of the recent things, they sponsor for one, not the main sponsor, but one of the sponsors for the event. So we are going to further have managers for the event. So this is for our organization. I have received a from the Minister of Iceland to attend in Africa event, and I believe there's a largest component. So as a speaker and as a great opportunity, he visited A2SV. This is a total for and to be in the first to April 9, so they will apply for with the plan our current activities in the next. We had a meeting with the from that she loves our class early and the timeline they have is 5 months. So in August we'll be able to space September. And the objective is objective in sense that they want to give people in employable development industry needs, and that's exactly what we do. So in that regard, to be partners in your future. Next is a great visit us today. Nice to meet with our person after a while. First, we had a meeting with escalate or have a task. Google process. And after we are seeing customers are always out to with execution. In the old Turkish restaurant that we visit. And on Wednesday, it was massive. So we were to I think it might help. We have instinct generative technologies. We have shown out of it. Especially for there's immediately that is the case. And for also thank you very much for as well as next proposals. We finished these unfortunately with some other operational tasks yet. So we can maybe so and very important verification we have and then we see university proposals coming first from the university and we'll make sure that the proposal are university and we one and so we're sure not issues. In terms of proposals, next priorities that could be out. Normally that was brutal. And this time we decided what in the first one was success. I hope that's If not, it's right.
Okay, thank you, Emre, for those organizational updates. Up next, we have
for Visa Accelerator program. And this week we had a visit for an in-person visit to INSA, and they said they're going to communicate via email. And since they didn't do any, I mean, they didn't reply to us, we'll also go do a revisit next week. And we have increased our test coverage on backend. Now we've reached 40%. On mobile, we have continued working on integration. User profile management has been completed. And as I said earlier, we're going to continue our finalizing our preparation of the documents that are required for the visa, and we will submit it either today or tomorrow. For our plans, we will finalize to address the comments that were given by Emre, and also plan to submit the proposal for Zaman Bank. As I said earlier, we're also going to revisit ENSA in person next week to reinitiate the conversations. And we are going to implement a relationship chair that hasn't been implemented. We're going to ask us for input and
we have adults. Let's see who's going to be presenting. Gadis Arizon, who's going to be presenting. So
Okay, hello everyone. So our wins for this week are we have improved the current implementation for chat. What we were using a socket which wasn't that, and we've been working on addressing bug fixes on the mobile application, and we have made a good progress on that. Implementing quiz management functionality on the dashboard. That didn't. It's still in progress. We're working on that. Further increase the backend test coverage. So we've been working on this for a while. So and we are on good stage now, but there are still some areas we need to cover. Final proposal. So that is we made some bugs to for next week plans. We are planning to release new version of mobile application. So it's been a while since we did this. And we are also, as I said, we're going to comment and new member for the web. So we are going to visit with Tal next week. We're going to visit St. Paul Millennium Medical College next week. Back in. Thank you.
okay. Thank you. Okay, up next we have SkillBridge. SkillBridge is going to be presented by Naho. He's going to be present remotely. Right? Yeah.
Yeah. Hey everyone. Okay, so for this week's Skill Bridge win, we had a review session with Emre and received some big feedbacks. I've been addressing those feedbacks as well. And for next part, we have mobile Google authentication fix. There were some issues with Google authentication, and we were able to fix that as well. There were some bug fixes in US, and we have also been writing and we were going to writing tests for feature development and that occurring. As for the next week's plan, from the head team will also this and teacher. In collaboration with the product team, we'll be preparing a web bug list document. And for the mobile team, there will be a new version Android release as well. And as for the backend team, we will continue writing unit tests for the implemented features. Any questions?
Okay. Is there any questions for the Skillbridge team? No, you're off the hook. No, nobody has any questions.
All right, thanks.
Okay. Up next, we have Afro Chats, and Hao is going to be the one who's going to be presenting.
Greetings, everyone. I'll be going over our wins and plans. For our wins, we're able to deploy the updates the changes we've been doing for quite some time to both web and mobile. And next one was one of our biggest issues for quite some time. We couldn't change the test mode to live mode for some reason, but we were able to resolve that issue, and now anyone can go to AfroChat.app and purchase coins with real money. And we were able to resolve bugs and improved the landing page. Some bugs like web redirection issues and sign up with Google issues. And regarding that, there is a suggestion from Emre that obviously from when we're signing up from Google, we get data from Google account, and we wanted to personalize that username and profile picture based off that. We're able to do that, but there was some issue arised, and we'll be finalizing that next week. And next up was from the mobile end, we're mainly focusing on unit tests, particularly on authentication in the Explore page. Moving on to our plans, this unit tests will be continued, particularly on persona and profile. There will be an admin dashboard, endpoint development in integration, and we'll also finalize the username profile. Like you be person with public media employee that I mentioned. Yeah, that's all. Do you guys have any questions? Thank you.
Okay. Presented by
Okay, for our week wins for this for the past week, We have integrated the Quail package for markdown formatting on mobile and web. This will help us have a better, prettier visualization of our any text base that we have. And we also implemented applicant notes on the back end. And it's only there's only some issues with the front end. And next week, hopefully by Monday, it will be finished. We've also been fixing bugs from they're being worked on and utilized our Slack and Git for alerts. And we've also ended me sort that's convenient for Instagram, which means that when our posts on our that will post Instagram. Next we'll be working on bugs and mobile more bug tracking, and we'll be sure some of it is done. The integration and will be for organizations on for AI resume sorting. So that means once the AI resume sorting it gives you the number by it's all we wanted to show how it got there. So what are the highlights that made it like 90 if it's 90% for example, we want to show that okay these parts are what made it 90% match. So we'll be on that. And we'll present additional or tab on the mobile for the for iOS and Android.
Thank you, Steve. Let's continue with Rate It, presented by Yosef Efre.
So this Rate we've been working on actually. We've also tried to implement ordering from the current been worked out, and also the backend team needs to work on it, so that has been postponed to next week. Also updating filter options on QR menu page for both mobile and web app has been finished. Also we've restructured the UI a little bit and fixed the sorting options. And after product review, that is, and we just finished like we just passed product review, and the QR menu for the web page is ready for review, and we plan on demoing it next week. Also, the mobile team have been updating and adding tests to the app and fixing issues found during the testing. Validation addition has been done yet. So next week we plan on QR main ordering session general for the web. We will have a chain manager on individual integration. The team will fully finish on the app. Product view on the app has product for that will be our plans for.
Josie, continue with conclusive remarks by Emily.
Team. So we are not asking for so long time. At the end of this month, some resources are already coming. And for the corporate funding, hopefully we are going to hear some good news in the last week of March or early April. So in that regard, I want all of us to continue pushing with high quality. So I know lack of resources are not affecting anybody in a good way. At the same time, we are almost at the end of the tunnel. So please, everyone, let's continue doing what we do with high quality, because that's the only way we are going to get the results we are looking for. Thank you very much for your time and attention. And until next time, see you. We have the quote of the day. Every accomplishment starts with the decision to try. So we are trying, and for us to get the results, we need to continue trying. It is that kind of a time. Thank you.
Thank you, Imri. And that concludes it for the weekly wins for March 14th. So see you next week, I guess. Goodbye, everyone.